Hi, Ingrid.
Hi.
We have a few questions from staff this month. We had a question just about benefits, and it's pretty personal with benefits. So can you just give us like a little overview about what we need to know about our benefit changes?
Yeah, so I think probably this video will come out after your benefit enrollment is due. But if you have any continued questions or things that you need clarity on, then I would suggest using the HR Hub. That's a new resource. I think you've probably heard our HR director go over how that looks a little bit different. If you go to Citrix, there's a new icon for that, which says HR Hub. You can also access it through a QR code, and then you can just go straight to the website. It is mobile friendly. And now you are able to either chat live or submit a ticket and get your questions answered because they are such specifically, related to your own personal situation. So yeah, I would say anything benefits related. Again, hopefully enrollment is done, but go to the HR Hub to get those questions answered.
Cool. We got another question about hand sanitizer, and some of our hand sanitizer machines in our rooms are the old ones. So how can we prioritize getting those changed to the new ones?
Yeah, so we are systematically working through that, but you're right, there's an opportunity and there is some variation, and they don't always get stocked the way we want them to. The best way to resolve that, even though we have sort of an approach, is if you think it needs to be a priority, put in a facilities work order and they will prioritize getting it switched out as soon as possible. Obviously, the patient rooms are really important, and so if you see that, please put one in and we'll make sure that it gets updated.
Cool. Can you tell us a little bit about No Distraction November?
Yeah, so this was something hopefully you've heard about from your leader, your manager, that we are starting in November, although it is part of our basic policy as it is anyway, but just kind of an intentional focus leading into Q4 related to quality and safety. So this is a reminder that we shouldn't be using personal devices, headphones, earphones, all those different things in our patient-facing areas. And really hospital property in general, where we can bump into other folks. And the intent there is really so that we are engaged in being able to hear alarms and other notifications to be able to provide the best care to our patients, and also sort of reiterating that culture of kindness, because you're more likely to interact with folks if you are not distracted. Now, if you're sitting at a computer, you're on a Teams call, it's obvious, definitely you can use them for that duration of that call. But the policies pretty much outline specific situations where you should be using it and should not be using it. And we're kind of double down on that for the rest of the year and making sure that we are following our hospital policy.
Okay, no more earbuds.
Yep.
We have a lot of new leaders around here. Can you tell us about our new leaders?
Yeah, so we have 3 new managers joining us and a couple of other positions that we're continuing to be able to recruit for. So first one is Amber Englehart has taken on our ICU manager position. So she will be our new ICU manager. I think that is already effective, so that's very exciting for us. We have our new ED manager, so our interim manager, Jessica Johnson, will be taking on that permanent role starting November 16th. And then in our RT space, our interim manager there, Kelly Johnson, will be taking on the permanent RT manager position. We also have several new clinical resource nurses, which are our night clinical resource nurses that have changed roles a little bit with an intentional focus on quality and audits and new grad support in a way that was a little bit different than how we did the NRN role. So they are all off orientation. We have 3 per night, Monday through Friday, so 1 supporting each floor with a first, second floor split, and then 1 on the weekends. Again, hoping that we will be able to better support our MSI leaders or our MSI teams and, prevent turnover, be able to be a resource, have a better engagement overnight, and have a leader on site.
Yeah, that'll be great to have leaders at nighttime. What else is going on around St. Luke's East? Any new things or upcoming things?
Yeah, so there's always a construction update. I think we're progressing as planned on several things, some of which we'll head into next year, but I think it's exciting. The Med-Onc expansion, the LINAC that we're going to get, the GI expansion as well, and then just a couple of things that I can sort of share that are upcoming in terms of work that are in the nursing space. So, we started the Wellbeing Initiative in 2024, the Compassionate Conversations with Cookies and Coffee, and that will continue into 26, but I'm going to be sending out a survey asking for some feedback, specifically about the folks that have engaged or haven't engaged, why or why not, edits or changes that might be helpful, so that we can really refine that process to be the most helpful in 2026. So be looking for that. I think the survey dates will be 11/17 through 12/5 is my best guess at this point. And then also I'm going to be sending out sort of a nursing team experience survey. And this is really looking at how our teams interact with each other and with their leader. And that one will be December 1st through the end of December, or right before the holidays, 12/21. And both of those should take maybe 2 or 3 minutes to complete and will be really helpful so that we can intentionally focus on the things that we want to change and edit leading into 26.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.